Judge Melissa R. Mogen first meets Matthew Olson, who appears without an attorney while facing a serious felony drug charge. Instead of rushing the process, the judge carefully explains his right to legal representation and even restructures his bond to help him afford counsel. Moments later, the courtroom
We will go on the record in the matter 26 CF 89, State of Wisconsin versus Matthew Olson. This date appears through Assistant District Attorney Jose Vila in person. We have Mr. Olson in person without counsel. We're set today in this matter for an initial appearance. Mr. Olson, are you sure you don't want an attorney?
I just talked to the public defender. I don't qualify, so I'm gonna have to talk to a few attorneys and
Okay, and you can either talk to an attorney and retain your own private attorney, but because you don't qualify for a public defender, what you could do is you could get a court-appointed attorney. I'm gonna tell you, they're the same private attorneys locally and outside of our area too, that they're great private attorneys. They just agree to take court appointments at a lower rate. So it's $100 an hour versus like 400 or something an hour. And your deposit, your retainer amount that you would pay there, it's a deposit here. It's far less than what you have to pay over there. And that would go off of your income and those things. And I make that determination and say, well, you need to pay so much down and this is how much it's going to be a month. And then you just have to pay a monthly fee instead of like paying a bill every month with a lawyer.
that's what the public defender told me, and I got the application to fill it out now.
Excellent. And is that what you're going to do?
Yes,
So if that's what you're going to do, that gives me a better idea. So I could find an attorney and maybe that may take the case and put you on a date that they'll be here. Okay, so please fill that out and file it before you leave.
and file it out front
Out there,
here.
yes.
Okay.
And so this is a felony, so you're gonna want to probably have an attorney all along the way because it's possession with intent of THC allegation and other things. Where do you work?
Town of Swiss.
Town of Swiss. And do you work full-time?
Yes,
And how much do you make an hour?
$24 an hour.
24 an hour. Okay.
Average probably 36 hours a week though.
Okay. All right, well, you have a lot posted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to amend your bond to have your down payment for your attorney or your payment for your attorney. And so you'll just have to have a monthly payment. Does that work?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. So right now I believe you have $5,000 posted. I'm looking at that correctly?
Yes,
And so I'm going to amend it to $4,000 cash, same conditions. So before you leave, you have to come up here and sign that new bond. And then I'm going to direct $1,000 of that to be as a down payment for an attorney, all right?
and now what if I don't like their attorneys and I go my own way?
Then your bond will go back up to $5,000.
Okay,
So you can, and if that's the way you want to go, perfect, great.
Okay.
All right. But you can always get a court-appointed attorney and then that money will be used for their bill or whatever. But then if you decide, hey, I'd rather have my own private attorney, then we'll just use from that 1,000. It'll probably not be over 1,000 if you're switching. And then we'll just adjust the bond that way.
okay.
Okay. And so it'll be what?
I was asking my wife which way I should go.
Well, you can figure it out. Again, same private attorneys. I
Okay.
mean, I'm going to tell you, it's not like an Aaron Nelson, if you know who he is. It's not like he won't, I'm not saying he won't, he probably may, I guess, but he's like a homicide attorney. He's a very high attorney and he probably won't, but we have great other attorneys that take these cases. Really great attorneys that are private attorneys. So,
Okay,
so it'll be probably, I'm trying to figure, you have a lot down and there's not any type of restitution or anything, so $75 a month?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you would pay $75 a month to the clerk every month. You can have it taken out of your paycheck if you want to do that too, so you don't have to worry about that. Did you get a copy of that criminal complaint?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is
This is where the hearing highlights an important part of the criminal justice system that many people never see. Judge Melissa R. Mogen doesn't pressure the defendant to accept the prosecutor's offer immediately. Instead, she carefully explains exactly what the proposed plea agreement would change, including reduced penalties, lower court costs, and a shorter driver's license revocation if the offer is accepted. Just as importantly, she encourages the defendant to slow down, think it over, and even consult with an attorney before making a final decision. That's a key legal safeguard. Plea decisions should be made knowingly and voluntarily, not under pressure. What would you do in this situation? Would you accept a favorable plea offer right away, or would you first seek legal advice? Let's return to the courtroom as Judge Mogen gives the defendant time to consider the options before making such an important decision.
we're good to go.
Okay.
But you did get that complaint?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We will go on the record in the matters 26 CM86, 26 TR 359, 26 TR 3541, State of Wisconsin versus Shelley Kinke. The state appears through Assistant District Attorney Jose Vila in person. Ms. Kinke appears in person without counsel. We're set today for initial appearances. Ms. Kinke, did you receive a copy of that criminal complaint?
Yes.
And so you can read, write, you understand the English language?
Yes.
And did you understand that charge and what's listed as the maximum penalty? That possession of drug paraphernalia?
Yes.
And do you understand, or do you need me to read anything on that complaint to you?
No.
You fully understand everything that's stated? Are you still on 4th Avenue?
Yes.
Can I get a telephone number, please?
715-791-8096.
Maybe send you text message notifications?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay. All right. Not guilty pleas will be entered on your behalf on all matters. You are entitled to a jury trial. You would be entitled to a speedy trial should you request one. Is there an offer that can be presented, Mr. Vila?
Yes, Your Honor. The offer would be to plead to the OWI first using the lowest guidelines, and we would dismiss and read in the remaining matters.
Okay, so you can understand. I'm going to explain it to you so you can understand. If you can't hear me, let me know, but I'll try and speak clearly and enunciate my words. So what the offer is, here you're charged with a misdemeanor possession of drug paraphernalia, okay? And you're charged with operating with a PAC, okay, above 0.15 first, all right? And you're also charged with an OWI first, okay? And the blood alcohol content, the alleged blood alcohol content is a 0.25, all right? So almost, it's triple the legal limit, okay?
On my paper.
And I don't want you to say,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm just telling you what's alleged, okay?
Mhm.
And so, and it could be different because you could have the official lab results. I just have the, we almost know results, okay?
Mhm.
So the alleged blood alcohol content is 0.25, okay? So what I'm seeing is it's for over 3 times the legal limit. So what Mr. Vila is stating is that an offer would be plead to the OWI first, but instead of, you're saying instead of the 0.25 to reduce it to the lowest?
Correct, Your Honor.
So instead of having a blood alcohol content of 0.25, which it's alleged to be in front of me, he's asking, he'll say he'll mend it to the lowest level of OWI. So that would be a 0.099. All right, so below 0.099.
Mhm.
So that would reduce the court costs and fees, and it would also reduce the revocation months, the amount of revocation months that for your driver's license. So, and then all the other things would be dismissed and read in. And OWI First, it's a ticket. It's not a crime. It's a ticket. Okay. So that's the offer, and you can think about that if you want. Have you talked to a public defender?
No,
Do you want to talk to a public defender?
I would like to take that offer.
You want to take that offer?
Mhm.
I'm going to give you some time to think about it. And if you just want a couple days, like I can take care of it. I just want you to be able to have some time to think about it, just to make sure that that's what you want to do, and to talk to an attorney if that is what you want to do. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to put it on Mr. Schmidt's week,
That's fine.
just the next week, and I can do either the Monday in the morning or Tuesday morning at 11:15. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter, Your Honor. If she does end up taking the offer, it'll be very simple.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'll set it for 10:30 on Monday, the 13th. Okay, so you can have the weekend, you can think about it, you can talk to people, you can talk to an attorney, you can figure out, Google it, figure out with AI, whatever you want to do. And if you want to accept that offer, we can take care of it and handle it on Monday. Okay. So Monday you'll say, I don't want to accept the offer, I want an attorney. Or you can say, you know what, Judge, I do want to accept that offer, and we'll go over some things. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you can come up here and get your notice, and you are free to leave.
Judge Melissa R. Mogen first meets Matthew Olson, who appears without an attorney while facing a serious felony drug charge. Instead of rushing the process, the judge carefully explains his right to legal representation and even restructures his bond to help him afford counsel. Moments later, the courtroom shifts to another defendant, Shelly Pinky, who faces multiple alcohol-related charges and immediately hears a plea offer from the prosecution. Two different defendants. Two very different legal situations.